in your dreams.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Genshin Impact video, and today I'm just going to be talking about LYNEY. If you like the content, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. One thing to keep in mind before pulling for LYNEY is this whole Numa and Osea mechanic. This mechanic is only exclusive to Fontaine and its characters. Without this mechanic, I think LYNEY is going to be pretty mid, but with this mechanic, I do think he's going to be pretty busted. Because basically what this mechanic does is if you inflict like Numa damage or Osea damage to an enemy, it can basically stun the enemy, remove their abilities, all of that good stuff. So LYNEY will be useful against enemies that are weak to Numa damage. That's going to make LYNEY really great, and outside of this mechanic, I don't think he's going to be as good. So you do have to keep that in mind when you're thinking about pulling for LYNEY. When you're seeing videos about how LYNEY is broken, yeah, it might be because of this whole Numa and Osea mechanic. LYNEY's best teams is going to be in Mono Pyro, since his passive basically boosts Pyro characters, and if the enemy gets affected by Pyro, LYNEY will get a damage boost. So this means that LYNEY is going to be glued to Kazuha and Bennett if you want to use him at his best, and if your Kazuha and Bennett are in other teams, you're gonna have to take them away from those teams and place them in LYNEY's teams in order for LYNEY to perform well. LYNEY is going to do excellent damage in Mono Pyro. However, for balancing reasons, he's not going to do well in Vaporize, since he would be pretty busted if he was. His gameplay is going to be pretty similar to Tighnari and Ganyu. He does make use out of charged attacks. So if you are into ranged bow characters, he is going to be a pretty good pickup for you. If you do a level 2 on his charge attack, he'll summon a taunt, which is pretty good for ranged bow characters. Now, as for his new artifact set, the miHoYo Hunter, this artifact set will be his best set since it does boost charge attack damage, and you'll get more crit rate if you lose HP. LYNEY does lose HP whenever he uses his charge attacks, I believe. The 2-piece set of the Hunter is it'll increase your normal and charge attack damage by 15%, and when current HP increases or decreases, crit rate will be increased by 11% for 5 seconds, max 3 stacks. If you do want to use him right away, or almost right away, since we are going to be going to a new region, you could probably just run 2-piece Crimson Witch and 2-piece Gladiator for the time being, but you are still going to have to get his Ascension materials in the new region. Now, if we compare him to other Pyro DPSs, let's compare him with Yoimiya first, since they're both bow characters. Now, even though they're both bow Pyro characters, they both kind of do different things. Yoimiya is a single target DPS, while LYNEY is going to be a AoE DPS. So depending on what you want or need, they're just going to be different in different scenarios. Yoimiya is going to be excellent in single target scenarios, while LYNEY is going to be excellent in the Fontaine mechanic scenarios and AoE scenarios. Yoimiya can at least access to Vaporize, so that makes her pretty good. Yoimiya is also not restricted to Mono Pyro, so that does give her some flexibility. They both excel at different scenarios, so it's really just going to depend on who you want or what's your favorite. Now, if we compare him to Hu Tao, they both do AoE. Hu Tao is not restricted to Mono Pyro. She can vape. She is also a melee character. However, with this Fontaine gimmick, LYNEY might make the game easier for you. Anyways, in my opinion, LYNEY is a pretty easy skip if you already have a Hu Tao or a Yoimiya anyways. Not to mention the reruns that are coming alongside with him are pretty stacked. We got Zhongli, who's arguably the best character in the game. Yelan, who's like the best Hydro in the game right now. She might end up being the second best once Focalors comes out. And then we got Child, who's a very good DPS character. Also, most of you are probably saving for the Hydro Archon anyways, so you might as well just save for the Hydro Archon. I am personally going to skip him myself because, for one, I'm not into femboys, and number 2, I'm not really interested in his kit. So I'm just going to be C6ing Yelan instead. So that's going to be the end of this video. Let me know what you guys think about LYNEY. Are you going to pull or pass for LYNEY? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys later.